And on to what I would call the biggest game of the week, only because it's Newcastle, so I can even say it. But Newcastle versus Fulham, it's going to be in St. James's Park, of course. 63% of the people think Newcastle's going to win this game, a draw at 21%, and Fulham only have 16% chance of winning this game. You do have Newcastle coming off of 2 back-to-back draws where, yes, they did face a good Arsenal team, but Leeds, and they did not score in either one of those games. Fulham, 3-game winning streak, possibly could be on a 4-game winning streak, coming back after only 3 days rest, coming here and seeing how they do. With a win here, they could jump up to 6, which is possible European. With Newcastle getting closer with a win here, could get closer to Man City by 1 point, but they do have a game in hand. But they can pull away from Man United, who does have a game in hand on them. Matt, what do we think?
So first off, I was thinking of the last time these two teams played. It was a strong victory for Newcastle. Much like Leicester City was kind of down in the dumps, Newcastle was kind of shaky, wondering what their season was going to look like.
True.
Both teams came out with 4-goal wins that same match week. This is a complete rematch of Matchday 9, by the way. These are all the same fixtures, but reversed. Fulham lost that game 4-1.
Yep.
And they had a red card pretty early in the game, from what I remember.
20th minute. Yep.
Almiron had a very nice goal in that game as well. I think Newcastle still has some players dealing with fatigue from the World Cup, probably, but I think they have the depth. Maximans had some time to rest. I know they were dealing with an injury with him before. He was just starting to come back, but I think they're in great form. This is a great opportunity for them to make a push for the top, maybe make some ground if City or Arsenal slip, because they both have pretty big matchups this week. I think, St. James's Park, hard place to play. Especially it's winter now. It's it's not nice.
It's in the north. Yep.
Yeah, Fulham's from London. And I think Newcastle will continue their record of not allowing a lot of goals, and as long as they can score, I think it's a win for them.
Yeah, I've personally been to Newcastle before on a nice sunny day, and I've been personally to a Newcastle day when it's just even partly cloudy in the middle of March. Let me tell you, 20 degrees difference on those. Holy crap, it can get cold in Newcastle. And yeah, I was not in December or January, so I can't say how cold, but let me tell you, you're going to need more than a sweater in this game. You're going to have Newcastle at home, Fulham having to travel people hate coming up to Newcastle because they have that long travel to get up top. And you're going to have Fulham having to play a game. 3 days later, have to play another game, which means they probably get maybe 1 day off, travel all the way up, train, and then they're going to have to finish up like that. You do have Fulham coming off a 3-game winning streak, and Newcastle coming off of one of their first back-to-back games where they did not score a goal. But I do have a stat here. I do have another video that I'm setting up with Arsenal, and you guys will be seeing that later, where Newcastle right now have a shooting accuracy of 35%. The other teams above, who are basically in the top 6, Arsenal at 36, Man City at 34, Man United at 38, Tottenham at 41, and Liverpool at 37. So that would mean that Newcastle is actually one of the worst teams out of all of them at shooting, actually. Maybe 1-2%, but that could be a key on that. Now, goals conceded, though. They are the best team in goals conceded the entire year. Plus, they only have 1 loss. I am going to say this is the game that we are going to see how good the actual game is going to be. Because the last game, it was minute 20 that Newcastle got that red card. Well, Fulham got the red card, but got a red card. And so that's why they scored 4 goals. And it let Almiron kind of like, okay, I finally got a goal. All right, Almiron needs another one. Almiron needs to do the same exact thing. And he's got to score a goal if anything's going to happen here. It's going to be a game where this is going to be the turning point for Newcastle on the year. If they win the game and win the game by 3 goals, I will say Newcastle top 3. possibly
Oh.
winning the league. Yeah, and you'll see in another video why I think this is going to be top 3 or could win the league. Okay, and now Matt, you said you wanted to add one more thing.
Yeah, the other thing I think we mentioned for Chelsea that they have a quick turnaround from the Thursday game, but Fulham as well, and they have to travel. They're going to be playing on Thursday night, and then got to be up for Sunday in the north. I think that's a much bigger disadvantage than a lot of other teams. Newcastle's they're chilling, they're staying at home. They the quick turnaround and the rotation. I don't know if Fulham has a very deep squad, so I think that's going to be tough for them.
Yeah.